money is one of the most important topics, because it really is the reason why so many organizations, why so many companies simply will not change their practices and make the climate better. Tell us a little bit about that, because you play a game on the street with people, which I think is really fun.
Thank you for asking about that. First of all, individual action counts, especially when you encourage your friends. Desmond Tutu said if the climate movement would just adopt the tactics of anti-apartheid, they would win. And that was quite a few years ago. And I was in anti-apartheid as a child and then as a student. And I personally watched the effect. Even in my little town of Hale in Cornwall, they employed me after I'd been living at Green in this lovely GP practice. And they paid me with a check from Barclays. And I said, I can't believe this. You know, you're all radical people like me, and Barclays is deeply involved in South Africa. This was 1985. And they said, yeah, we'll have a practice meeting. And they decided to move the bank account. And the bank manager came around in a fury to say how wonderful he was in South Africa, and Barclays was doing good and working with blacks, blah, blah, blah. They said, sorry, we're moving. This is one little company, okay? But then Barclays in 1986, not just because of us, pulled its South African arm, because all over the country, other people and individuals and universities are doing the same thing. 21 universities have just told a whole number of banks, change your practices or we're moving. That is brilliant. It is moving your bank account really counts. So we go out on the street and we have a play, move your bank, you know, how green is your bank? We have a big poster which we get from a website called mothertree.com if you want to know. They've got the poster and it shows you which are the crap banks and which are the good ones. This is what makes a difference. If the people who fund the fossil fuel companies, if the people who insure the fossil fuel companies say, we're not doing it anymore, they can't do it. So if they won't respond, if petrol companies, Shell and BP, won't move themselves, we have to move the money. And if you have a company, definitely move your money. It is a really big action to take, and I think it's the most significant thing we can do at the moment.